Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Sonkit here, and I'll be going through the markets today. It's Thursday, August the 7th. Let's get into it. As always, we'll be breaking down today's market price action, look at broader markets, take a look at sector and heat map analysis, take a look at any news, and then we'll take a look at some possible setups ahead. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So jumping into the market analysis, let's just jump right into the headlines and the numbers. And today was, again, we are continuing to see that recovery effort in the markets, but today we did gap higher and close lower. Remember last Thursday, we had a bit of a topping pattern in the markets, which proceeded with that pretty sharp drop on Friday. And thanks to that jobs report, a lot of the movement came off of that. But since then, we pretty much have digested that news. Market has sort of made a bit of a recovery, and we take a look at other places, the markets. Bond markets have kind of held steady since then. A lot of the things have kind of gone sideways pretty much since then. So overall, if you take a look at the numbers today, Dow Jones was the weakest one, down 0.5%. S&P up, only slightly down lower. We had the Qs slightly up, and then we have small caps down. Oil market continues to underperform here, and then gold had a bit of a jump. So overall, you can see in the charts today, market just had a bit of a nice recovery. I mean, we are almost getting closer towards that highs over there. But then this candlestick today was a bit of a bearish close. So again, the big question I have received so far is, where do I think market's going to go higher, break them all-time highs, or maybe go sideways? And I'd rather take this bet over here, thinking that, this is probably going to go into this sideways range here. And again, today's price action was a little bit more confirming where, we could have easily gotten above or tested that resistance, but we actually had a bit of a bearish close today. So overall, I think market could go sideways a little bit, till the Labor Day, and then see where market goes from there. Same thing happening in the Qs, of course, getting a little bit more of a bullish candle, a little better price action today. Again, we are above the 20 to 50, below the resistance here. I think that this is a bit of a range that we are kind of dealing with here. So if you take a look at the numbers, advanced decline ratio, 44 down, up and 52 down. And then we have the plus minus 50 MA. And this thing has now gone, below in the red is now it's 38%. Remember at the lowest level we have, or the highest level, that was about 22% that we got to, and now that's kind of gone down to 38%. Now in this sector heat map analysis, you can definitely see pockets of strength and weakness, and I think that's really how I'm approaching these markets, where you have some pockets where they're performing, but then you have a lot of things that are underperforming as well. So as far as the market outlook goes, do we want to go back to a +3? Do we want to go kind of be in the middle here? And I think I'd rather take a bit of a middle ground here, kind of anticipating that the price is not going to break towards that previous high. So based on that, again, looking at some of the setups here, I got equal amount of longs and equal amount of shorts. So let's just take a look at them one by one. Here's the first one that caught my attention. That's Oryx Corporation. As you can see, this price action is just really bullish. Again, this looks a little extended here after breaking out above that 23 area, but you can see this thing has been moving. And again, looking for some sort of pullback to kind of go buy into. But overall, as you can see, in the last 2 to 3 months, pretty much May and June, we have seen some pullbacks, but overall prices has been going up and up. So that's the first one on my list here. The other one is Dominion Energy. Same thing. You can see it was a sideways price action here. Now it's sort of breaking out, and then we're going for another sideways pattern here. But today's candlestick was definitely a lot more bullish here, giving me indication that it probably want to strengthen a little bit further here. So a little bit call spread on this one that I like here. And the last one on the bullish side is Cisco. And Cisco, you can see this thing is more on the sideways play. more like a high base that's been going for almost a month and a half. Eventually, I think anything above the 70 area. I mean, this thing didn't really give me a good calls today, so I'm keeping a close eye on it tomorrow or going to next week and see if this is a breakout. Then I want to definitely be a buyer of that breakout. And the last one I had in the bullish one is Altria Group, and you can see this thing. I just love this price action where it breaks out, and instead of pulling back, it just continues to kind of go in that little flag pattern. And here we are moving up as well, even though we had a down day today. So this is where I think I'm seeing a pocket of outperformance. Now, let's talk about underperformance here. The first one that caught my attention was Adobe. I mean, I just love the fact that this thing went sideways and then got some pullback on nice little heavy volume. I would like to see a bit more of a sideways to a lower play on this one. I mean, nothing too aggressive, but I think we definitely want to take advantage of time decay as well as, anticipating that this is going to go sideways to a bit lower in the coming months. I think if you look at Canva, is really kicking Adobe here. With the advancements there, we're definitely seeing underperformance in the Adobe overall. Here's the second one, IBM. I mean, take a look at this one. It did gap lower on earnings, and pretty much after that, it went sideways for a little bit. We got a big little move push down, and we're going for another sideways play here. So I do like this again, sideways to a lower play. In the coming weeks, going to September. I mean, I like the fact that these are the ones that are underperforming here. Now, let's go with the other one, XOM. So a lot of the other plays I have are in the energy. I think we're definitely noticing some underperformance in energy, and we actually have, the production cuts that are production hikes that are coming from the OPEC. So again, that's just going to hurt the prices here. So here we are breaking below that support area here. I do like it further down towards that, 103 to 101 area. That's the one that looks good over here. Let's go with the other ones. I have EOG, which is the same thing, EOG Resources. We are right around the support area. We're below the 20 to 50 moving average. Again, looking for a breakdown here. I think it has a earnings either coming up here, so just watch out the price action. This is the one also goes on the list here. And then here's the last one, Schlumberger. Same thing, we're going sideways to lower, showing pockets of underperformance. So just wrapping up our outlook here, I think market likely to consolidate here to go sideways to maybe even pull back. I really doubt that market's going to break out to new highs this month, but I think this is where we decide to make a call, and we had a call last week where we had a good indication of that topping price action. With this recovery here, the question is, do you want to take advantage of this little rally to short into, or is this the rally that was the buy at the dip mentality? I think time will tell. But again, I think just, keeping your outlook more neutral, look at the outperformance, look at the underperformance, probably the better call here. And then again, once we get a bit more pickup in activity or clarity in direction, which way it's going to go, I think we can add more towards the long side or the short side. Not a whole lot on the economic front, not a whole lot on the earnings front. This has again been a quiet week as far as the economic events goes. But going to next week, we got inflation numbers coming in, and that's again probably going to be something that a lot of traders are going to be watching, especially as we look at the FOMC and the rates. The expectation right now is for them to cut rates next month, and the expectation is about like the 93% right now. So that jobs report really on Friday got that expectation for 2 consecutive rate cuts in the coming months. So that will be dictated on the inflation, and we'll see what happens. So a lot going on. So keep up with the markets, but also keep in mind that we are in this peak summer trading environment. August usually is a bit more quieter, with some exceptions here and there where the August month was a lot active. Like last year, August month was a lot active, but typically this is a peak summer trading month. So just keep that in mind, and pick your strategies accordingly. Thanks for joining here. We'll see you next one. Happy trading.